On this half-ass review, we're going to review the new KastKing Kalibrate line spooler with integrated line counter. It has a 3-position clamping system, upgraded for more durable material. Fits most line spools, up to 3.5-inch wide spool and up to a 4.5-inch diameter spool. For a little over a year, I have been using the KastKing patented radius line spooler. As you can see, the new KastKing Kalibrate line spooler, including the line counter, is quite a bit larger than the old one. But that's alright, we'll just put the old one in our tackle box and roll with the new one for now. So the T-handle does lock in there, it does release easily with 2 hands, not with 1. As always, this spooler does come with the nice, nifty KastKing line tensioner bands, which you simply put on your spool and it keeps your line from getting loose when you're storing it. But more importantly, it keeps it taut. It helps give you that nice tight line spool when you're loading the line onto your reel. If you're like me and you fish a lot, I do not change my line as much as I should, and it does tend to get dry rotted, and my line does not cast as far as it once did, and so I do have to remind myself, hey, maintain your equipment, change your lines, and so what a perfect opportunity to do so with the new KastKing line spooler. Now, you do not need a table to use this tool. However, for the purposes of this video and the fact that I'm trying to shoot a video with camera equipment plus use the system, I went with a table to help support the camera. Now, you simply clamp on the line spooler. You can put it at any part of the rod as you wish. I do suggest putting it closer down to the reel so it doesn't have a lot of bounce, as you'll see here shortly. Then simply run the line through the counter, down your eyes, do your preferred knot on the spool itself. I will say the only problem I had with the line spooler was not actually the line spooler's fault. It was me. It was an oversight. When I was loading my line into my system, I grabbed the wrong tag end. I actually grabbed the tag end on the spool that actually was underneath the rest. And so when I was first trying to spool this on, I'm like, why is this so hard to do? And the line broke. Then I realized, oh, hey, silly, you grabbed the wrong line. So I actually found the correct end of the line at the correct end of the spool, loaded up properly, and after that had no problems. The nice feature about having the line counter is when you have a fresh spool of line, whether it's braid, mono, fluorocarbon, every spool has a measurement. How many yards is on that spool? And where this comes in handy is if you have multiple rods like I do, you can see what the total amount of line is on that spool. Once you're done, you can take that measurement, take a Sharpie, write it on the spool so you know, hey, this spool came with 500 yards, I just put 250 on my line, and now you know how much you have left. As always, I don't like to give a review to a product until I've used it, but I've used it, and I can happily tell you that the KastKing Kalibrate line spooler, including the integrated line counter, is a great tool. You can get it right now for $39.99 at KastKing's website. So head on over to KastKing, get yourself a new line spooler. You'll be happy that you did. Your line will cast further than it has in months because if you're anything like me, you neglect your equipment.
This has been a Digital 410 production.